Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to OptionPit.com, the Morning Vol Report. It is I, Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com, saying hello, good morning. It is happy Friday, August 25th. If you don't know how to trade, if you want to learn, and you think, oh, I can't do it, or I don't understand anything, or nothing ever works for me, take a look at our Pro Trader Summit on September 27th and 29th, right? See that guy down there, the handsome guy down there? That's Mark, flinging orders at people. This is me standing in my old spot in the SPX of about 20 years ago. It's kind of hard to believe, but that's what it was. Our clients all staring at the screen wondering what the heck is going on. All right, it's a great event, a great time also. Look for we're going to do our Saturday course on Thursday, September 14th. So more people can attend it. It'll be like from 7 to 10 o'clock at night, probably Eastern time. Because Saturdays, I think, have been tough, although they're pretty well attended. But we're trying to find a date that more people can make live. We're going to do it on using volatility to help trade direction. So, always trying to find a way to cheat the directional beast. And that's what we'll be doing on that webinar. Look for that coming out shortly on our event page, and we'll send some stuff out on that. I am also going to start, as soon as we get done with that, the Easy VIX class will come. If you don't understand VIX, you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you want to learn the basics of how it works because you're confused, because it's called the fear index and all this stuff that nobody understands, I will make it so easy for you to understand that your head might drop from the middle of your shoulders. How about that? Right, the stuff we do in Option Pit all the time. It's like anything else, you got to learn it because it's such a unique product. It really trades differently than everything else. And if you really want to learn how to trade, take our gold class. Okay, it's so much quality education and content in one place. Your head might explode from all the good stuff that we're trying to stuff in there. Okay, very unlike probably any other mentoring shop around, but I've never tried any of the other ones, so I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the markets. Doesn't it sound scary, Joe? Well, we seem to get a lot of people at Option Pit, I'll just say, that have gone to other places, other services, come from other places, and they kind of have a tale of woe. So a lot of stuff we do here is based on trading with risk control, and I think that's one of the best shots you have at being successful over time. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. So with that, let's talk about risk control. Let's talk about the VIX. VXX is split. The new options are out. I won't go into the details of that. However, it's a happy day for us, right? It's a happy week. You go, Andrew, why is it a happy week? Why is it a happy week for you when VXX does that? Because as soon as I see VXX at $47, I think eventually it will be $12 again. So all I do is think of ways to try to keep that trade going. We'll look at that today in our pit report and our chat room as well. So again, something to keep in mind, UVXY has just split a couple of weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. There's starting to be some, it had quite, listen, the product is doing exactly its design. It is a great short-term trade product. It is a very impossible long-term trade product. Again, that's stuff that we all structure in Option Pit. That won't be part of the Easy VIX class. That's all stuff that we have in our store already if you want to learn how those products trade. What do I expect for these? It is possible. Again, Gary Kahn, I think kind of saving the day really with sobering remarks, helping the market. The guy's a firm hand. What can you say? I think it's good to have him around. And if you want to say why, you just take a look at the performance of a product, futures, and how they reacted to all this. We pull up UVXY. UVXY, again, is about as sensitive a product as can be to the September contract in VIX right now. A little ticky chart, 5 days, right? We had a little action after the morning. Gary Kahn says his stuff, and right back down. It is possible that we see the lows for the vol products. The problem is every time this debt ceiling thing comes up, we're going to have another spike. There's no way around that. So as far as SPX, we'll look for iron condors. My suggestion is if you're interested in that, I would look at anything that will expire before the debt ceiling is in print, meaning, volatility has a tendency to rise into an event if it's not solved. Historically, that happens, depending on where we are with all this debt ceiling nonsense. They almost always come to some sort of, resolution. However, volatility historically has a tendency to rise into that. If they don't solve it fast or solve it early, oh my gosh, that would be, I think, a first time in 10 years, 10, 15 years, that they actually can just get it done quickly. So have no idea if that'll happen, but again, I would lean toward owning October and selling anything in September prior to whatever this debt ceiling is. The time spreads I don't think look that great right now. I was hoping they would look a little better, so we were looking at iron condors for today with some October ownership possibly in VIX. I think that might work the best. So you got to set that up. You have to be in our chat room. Also, Costco. This one perplexes me. I'm longing from a higher level. And on this first little sell-off thing, I think, where was it? Somewhere around here. And it's like, and I just haven't done much with it. Mostly because it kind of came back to where it was, and then did this again. So we'll see. It's really strange stuff going on here with Costco, and I just, are all those Costco people going to bail and go start at Amazon and Whole Foods? Maybe that's what some of this is saying. And so we'll look for a trade in there today, see if anything is possible. Also, we're not seeing a whole lot out of oil with this crisis. Usually have a little bit on the hurricane, so maybe the hurricane just isn't strong enough yet. And lastly, what I would say is keep an eye on gold. Really, really, really odd trade in here, considering how low it was, how rates are supposed to be climbing. But again, the 2-year chart of gold, vol is not at the all-time low, but it's relatively low. To me, you have debt crisis stuff, you have all this other stuff. Possibly we could look at ratio calendars, something like that could be interesting. We can price that stuff today. Also, to the Amazon thing, in relation to Costco, there might even be a pair in there. So maybe we just do a double call pair or a double put pair and see which one wins. That could price interesting today. Maybe dueling flies. All right, everybody. That's what we have today is, again, unless there's more headline news out of Washington that nobody expects, we should start to see, a little bit of decay, a little bit of back off in the VIX. I would be surprised if we traded below 11. To me, this kind of feels like sort of the low end until we have a continued week of comp. But we'll see how that plays out. But that's how I would price my trades accordingly. I'm expecting a little less vol. That doesn't mean we get it, but the October time frame is the one I would want to be a buyer in. I would avoid September. All right, everybody, have a good day, and I will talk to you later.